What's your favorite kinds of boys?
Handsome and smart.
What's your favorite kinds of girls?
Sexy.
Efficient and doesn't waste time. And she always finishes what she's supposed to do on time.
Have you ever dated someone?
No,
No.
because my mom says no, and most of the girls aren't attractive to me.
I don't like boys that are naughty and proud of themselves. Hello everyone. Our research topic is the most attractive and popular personality traits among junior high school students. We wondered what kind of personality traits make students popular at school. So we decided to do some research about popular personality traits. Our main research tools are questionnaires. We chose some questions from the questionnaires from the previous research. We collected some of the questions in the research papers we read. After that, we found out the most popular personality traits and the least favorable personality traits, and the connection between them. Finally, after collecting the questionnaires from the 8th graders in Lisan Junior High School, we came up with our own conclusion with our group members. In order to get the deep understanding of our research topic, we found out that some of the articles we read covered different kinds of personality traits, and others are about the advantages and disadvantages of them. Some articles divided them into several different categories, but none of them mentioned what kind of the traits are the most popular. This is a main reason that we want to find out by ourselves. Our goal is to find out how these traits would fascinate junior high school students and what these popular traits are. We also want to find out the connections between the 8th graders' dating experience and these popular traits. We will answer these 3 questions in the following presentation, including some personality traits most students like and hate. We also found out the connections between the 8th graders' dating experience and these popular traits, and what made these traits popular by collecting, analyzing, comparing, and constructing the data we got from our questionnaires. Although we collected 98 questionnaires from the 8th graders in Lisan Junior High School, 17 of the questionnaires were invalid. Only 81 of the questionnaires were valid. This is the first part of our questionnaire. As you can see, there are 4 basic questions related to their personal information. Then we asked 12 questions about the personality traits related to themselves. After that, we listed 12 personality traits they might like and asked them if they agreed or not. Finally, we had 8 pairs of opposite personality traits and made them choose which one suited themselves better. Some of the students' admiring figures are people they appreciate in the movies or on TV. Some of the students are people they really like in their daily life, and only a few of them are people they have been dating. This is the main part of our research. Now I'm going to show you the personality traits that most middle school students like and the traits that they hate. According to our research, the most popular personality trait is about the description sentence. Students who like freedom and they don't like to follow rules. More than a half of students agree with it. This means most middle school students enjoy freedom and they don't like to follow rules, which explains the real situation in my class. Most students keep breaking the class rules, and only a few of them follow the rules willingly. The least popular personality trait is being a conservative person. This makes me understand how difficult for middle school students to listen to their teachers or parents sometimes, because they don't want to be conservative at all. I guess this is because our heavy schoolwork make middle school students want to be wild and adventurous. The personality trait that middle school students don't like the most is aren't willing to try new and unfamiliar things. Only a few students agree with it. Now I'm gonna show you another popular personality trait among junior high school students. That is, before making a decision, students will assess the feasibility and risk of the matter. As you can see, more than 80% students agree with it. In my opinion, in my class, most of the students don't assess the feasibility and risk before doing things.
According to a result, we found that students have high level of effectiveness are more attractive to students. Students admire people who always finish their tests on time. This is an attractive trait that students in Lishan Junior High School like. As you can see, most of the Lishan Junior High School students like the people who always complete their tests without delay. There are 66.2% of Lishan Junior High School students like to finish their jobs quickly, but only 2.8% of students procrastinate. Therefore, getting their jobs and homework done effectively and quickly is an attractive personality trait. According to a result, we can see that there are about 77.7% of Lishan Junior High School students prefer themselves or others to be outgoing, while there were 2.5% of them like to be introverted. Therefore, being outgoing is definitely more attractive than being introverted. The results show that about 79% of Lishan Junior High School students like to handle the external calmly without being panicked, while there were 3.7% of students don't care about this trait. Therefore, handling the accident calmly without being panicked is an attractive personality trait. You can see that there are about 82.7% of Lishan Junior High School students prefer to choose a patient person to be their partner in our research. There are only 17.3% of students like to be with impatient person. Therefore, being patient is more attractive than being impatient.
According to the results of our questionnaires, there are 79% of Lishan Junior High School students who prefer being good at planning to having an intuition about getting things done, since there are only 21% of them base their judgments on intuition. Therefore, being good at planning is more attractive than using the intuition to get things done. According to the results, there are 92.6% of Lishan Junior High School students prefer being expressive, since there are only 7.4% of them like being shy and modest. Therefore, being expressive is more attractive than being shy and modest. Here are the results of the self-perception of personality traits from the students' viewpoints. Most of the students think they are brave enough to challenge the unknown things. Doing many things independently is the second most popular trait. And the following traits are being original and insightful, caring about the outcome of the game, liking the feeling of winning the game, and helping others willingly. Here are the results of the most attractive personality traits. Being a team player attracts the most students, and good understanding attracts the second most students. And the following popular traits are who love to social and talk, who desire for freedom, who assess the risk before doing anything, who always stay calm, and who be compassionate. The results show that about 75% of Lishan Junior High School students haven't had the dating experience, while 20% of them had dated with someone once. However, there are only 5% of them had dated with someone twice or more before. This might be the reason that most of the Lishan Junior High School students don't have the personalities that others prefer. Therefore, only few of them had been in a relationship with someone before. Although the process of completing this research was hard and difficult, we learned a lot about the skills of making PPT slides, Word documents, and cooperating with teammates. Besides, we got a clearer picture of the personality traits that Lishan Junior High School students prefer by analyzing the questionnaires. In addition, the students who filled out the questionnaires were able to reflect on their own personality traits. This also helps me to understand myself more.